Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to another Cousin Roy show. Now, today we are going to be talking about a little bit some Premier League. Okay, it's been a while since we actually spoke about any football. Actually, I haven't spoken about football at all on this channel, so I'm getting two of my homeboys. Hey, Junson, what's up, man? The timing is perfect. The timing is perfect. So I got my boy Junson in because we have been wanting to talk about this for. I'm already recording. We wanted to talk about this for a while. Just that things happen. We didn't get to do it, and maybe we were thinking too much. So from now onwards in the channel, I would like to go like team by team. So when if you're watching this, I want to put this disclaimer out there early on. Put it down in the comment section if you want to join me on the show. I need to do an Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool. So both of us would love to talk to any one of you out there who are fans of this club. So if you're watching me, put it down in the comments. I can always fix a date, give you a phone number, and I'll send you a link. Join in, okay? Everything's got to be clean. A little bit of swearing, no problem, and all good. And I'll mediate the whole thing. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Bro, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Okay, let me change the background a bit. I'm on the pitch side now, reporting live from Old Trafford.
That's right. Junson is the cameraman. He's the host. He's the pengacara and the MC for today's match.
Everything. I'm the one that make the announcement when the players come out.
On the players come out. Hey, Vas, what's
Hey guys,
up? Ladies and gentlemen,
how are you?
this is one of my homeboys, Vas. Vas has been Manchester for a while. He's also an England fan. And hey, Vas, Cousin Roy, baby, let's get it. I want to dive.
Yes,
Bro, I'm already recording, so let's dive straight into this. Now,
Sure.
Manchester United
Straight
summer
to the
signings.
action, man.
Straight, let's get in. Manchester United's summer signings. All right. Jadon, give me the names, brother. Hit me.
Sancho,
Varane,
and then McShane.
McCain.
Obviously, we've got the keeper back as well.
Yes, Heaton, Tom Heaton.
Tom Heaton is back.
Oh.
He played in a couple of friendlies.
We got the four, baby. And we're going to talk about those are going to go out. But I tell you what, let's talk about the ones who came in. I want to talk about Jadon Sancho. So much drama, so much news. I remember me and Junson were kind of talking about it in the beginning of the year, last year, where we were like, I said, I don't think this guy was anything. If he came in at the time, Lingard, kind of shitty. Rashford playing on the right with Martial in front. I didn't know where the ball was going to fit in. Now, that time was 120 million. Now we got him for 70 million. Is he worth it? Junson, talk to me.
Well, I mean, if you look at how he performed in Dortmund, and if he can bring that same level of consistency and the same number of goals and assists that he did in Dortmund, I think, that opens a different dimension especially from the right side if he plays on the right side. And with that, they call it the Holy Trinity at the moment, the England Trinity. I think that's what the new term they're calling, right? Rashford on the left, Greenwood in the center, and then now with Sancho on the right. It become a trident attack, and all three of them are very fluid. All three of them are very versatile, and they're fast. So it kind of reminds me of how the Champions League winning team, the MU team, the one with the Ronaldo, Rooney, and Tevez, and they're always interchanging. So that could actually happen. And if you don't have Greenwood, then you have Cavani in front, which opens another whole different door, you see. And with Pogba and Fernandes at the back, that is delicious. It looks something delicious.
73 million, what's it?
That's the price. That's the price it's going. Definitely not the price quoted last year or previously, but that is a fairly reasonable price in the market. Current market conditions, if you look at it in that sense. So I'll take it anytime. He's got age on his side, definitely for sure. And he's actually for young 21-year-old, 22-year-old. He's got a few years of experience already in the top level. I'd say, with Dortmund and playing with other quality players. So a good addition to the squad. Maybe not so much of great expectations, but definitely he's a very good addition. He brings a different angle and more flavor to the side. And I'm so glad that we have a creative player now, which we were looking for as well, in that sense, to complement the other stars already there, to complement the fellow England teammates as well, and strikers. So I think decent buy. I mean,
who's going to lose out?
Just hope for him to get who.
Vas, who's going to lose out when this guy comes in? Sancho comes in. Somebody's going to lose a lot of time. How are we going to play up front?
Yeah. How are we going to play up front now? You see, yeah, we've got a lot of strike force now as well. I mean, it is a conundrum as well. I don't know where Marshall is going to be. I'm least concerned of that at the moment. I think Cavani is hot.
Why? Bro,
He
hang
can
on.
play
Let me
as-
cut you up. Let me cut you there. Why are you not concerned
Yeah.
about Marshall? Tell me.
I think he from based on the past season. I mean, I think he's limited in his
He blew his
ability. I
chance,
think.
lah.
Yeah.
He blew his
Yeah, I
chance.
think he blew his chance. Yeah, I don't know even if he was given how much more chances can be given. He's 25. He has enough games with the side. He blows hot and cold. There are days where he can be outstanding with one goal, and after that he disappears. I mean, if you talk about the other players, then I would say Cavani is out there. You've got this strike force here, which can rotate. Lingard is definitely a good squad player. I don't see him leaving. He will be
I'll
a
get to
squad
that.
player, I think. Yep. So I mean, if you're asking me who's losing out, of course Greenwood on the right has been playing on the right as well. Maybe sparing. It depends on how Solskjaer. And I want to talk about Solskjaer later as well if you bring it up. But this again relates to how the formation and the side goes. But yeah. But overall, I think it's definitely good addition.
Listen, you don't have any faith in Marshall anymore. What about you? What do you think?
Okay, you see, the thing is, Solskjaer gave him 2 seasons to prove himself. He said he wanted to play in the center. He gave him play in the center. But the thing is, I mean, I'm not trying to quote any other pundits or anything. But if you look at what some of the pundits has mentioned, and it is the truth because they are all former football players. Like see, Shearer said the same thing. Scholes said the same thing. They said his movement is not right.
Yeah.
He's always in the wrong position, and his body language is always very negative. You look at it. He's always slouching. Then he looks like a frustrated character, you see. And we give him play in the center. He played in the center. Yes, I think 2 seasons ago, he was okay. He was looking like he's going towards the right direction to be quite a good center forward. But last season was horrendous, I say, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
the worst I've seen.
Yeah, if you have Cavani there to learn from, I mean, the guy's movement is superb. If you look at how Cavani plays, he complements the movement of the team. But I don't see that in Martial. He looks like he's just waiting for something to happen. So no, I think it's either he really now have to buck up this season to really prove that he's worth the stay, or else I don't. For me, I got no trust in him.
No, he had that injury, right? So that's why he was out the whole season. He had an injury in April or March or something. Knee.
Correct.
So
Not the whole season. Not the whole
April.
season, but
April,
yeah.
I think.
But it's a blessing in disguise. I'm thinking because if not, we wouldn't have had that push towards the end of the season as well. Because Solskjaer tends to start with him for whatever reason. But again, I think I just want to add to what Jinsun said was you don't know what to expect from this guy already. I mean, he's a seasoned player with United, but you still don't know what to expect with him. You don't know which Marshall is going to turn up. At least with Greenwood now, we're really learning to like him. If he starts, we know there's something exciting that can come out from him.
Right.
He's given half the chance, he's going to whack that ball in, from an acute angle, etc., and so on. But you just don't know which Marshall is going to turn up. You still don't know that, and that's the frustrating part. Not at this level, but something's got to give. So yeah.
So he's buying him initially was 40 something, went up to 50 something. I think eventually he paid 65 for a teenager. That was incredible. How much you think we can get for him if you try to sell him? But just my opinion, I still think he's a super talented player. Go ahead.
He is. He is a talented player. It's just that it's a wasted talent. It reminds me a little bit of Balotelli, but Balotelli is a whole different league by himself. But he have all the potential. He have all the skills. It's just that I don't know. I mean, something is just missing. That X factor, that drive. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, and it didn't help with Solskjaer. Yeah, it didn't help with Solskjaer picking him automatically. I felt that he was given a free ride when sometimes his performance didn't warrant starting based on the games that he'd already had in a run. it was mind-boggling as to why, and it was so frustrating. I bet some of you had even looked and think at the team sheet when we started, and why is he starting? I mean, this guy was nowhere close while others were catching him up on goals, and that was the frustrating part. So yeah, I think yes, we can get a decent fee for him for sure. He's 25. I'm hearing Spurs are potentially interested in him if they might lose Kane, because that is still not ruled out for now. And I think for a decent fee, maybe not 50 million, but he would go for somewhere between maybe 35, 40 to 50. Yeah.
Just been getting a loss on players, Manchester.
I think they haven't had a good history of selling players for a good fee.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, unless
For
they
some
sell
time.
their own academy players, I mean, but other than that,
yeah,
I think the best sale they had recently was Di Maria. I think that was actually quite a good deal to manage to sell him almost for the same price.
almost same price.
Almost.
The only
There's
profit
still,
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead. Sorry,
no, they lose like about, I think, 5 million from the original price they paid. So that was a good deal. That was a good deal.
If I remember, the last time they made money was with Ronaldo only. Am I wrong, Abbas? Did I get something wrong there?
Yeah, it was massive. Yes, correct. Ronaldo was the massive one. Like you said, now the other ones that they're looking at are the academy players. For example, Greenwood. Any top club would want to take him, and that is like literally 100% profit. But you never know. Jadon maybe because he's still young. Maybe 4 or 5 years later, Madrid might come knocking, or Barca, or whatever it is, and then we might then repeat the Ronaldo scenario as previously. Yeah.
Okay, now I want to talk about Rafael Varane. Many years ago, I thought this cat should have come here. I know Mourinho was trying to get him, but I don't even know what happened in those 2 seasons. It was crazy. Ferguson as well. At the time, the boy was young. They say it was talented. Now, I always feel that, I mean, it is also true. This Spanish league and the Italian league are not as tough as the Premier League. Like I don't want to get too deep, but I just want to highlight here in case anybody is watching, the money distribution in the Spanish league is different. Madrid and Barcelona get most of the money, the rest get scraps. Okay, Italian league, you can, I don't know, man. You guys gonna read for it yourself. You just see the same clubs winning, so you know what's happening over there. Now, this is why I said, and I always go back to what Pedro said in Chelsea. He said, man, the Spanish league was very easy. We have some games we hardly even train. We just go, we know we're going to win 3-0. We just have to, it's a stroll in the park. Every game in the Premier League is hard. So now, this boy has been playing 10 years in Real Madrid. I'm not saying it's easy. I think a lot of egos over there, but he went in as a young 17-year-old boy and he kept his mouth shut, became the main centre back. So experience is incredible. This guy has got tons of European experience that Manchester United needs. But do you, Bas, take it first, do you think this boy can just easily assimilate straight away with Manchester United?
Okay, assimilate straight away. I mean, I think he's yes, but he like you said, he's already got all that experience under his belt at the national level, at a club level, from the biggest stages of the tournaments and alike as well. So I don't see that as an issue. He will not be, in any way intimidated with getting into the side, playing with the likes of Maguire and the rest of them. No, I don't think that is an issue. In fact, he is one of the seniors, joining the team as one of the seniors as well, age-wise, experience. It'll be good. And I don't see that's an issue. I think it would be smooth. I think it'd be good. And I don't see a problem with that. I'm just glad that we're getting him on board. Yeah.
Jason?
I think he can, I mean, throughout the 10 years, I think he most probably learned quite a few tricks from Ramos. I mean, Ramos is as tough as nails. That guy, I don't know, he's the master of the dark arts. But so I'm pretty sure he learned something from Ramos. But again, the Premier League is different altogether from the Spanish league and the Italian league is fast paced, and I think I read the day somewhere. I think it was Ferdinand was saying that Varane have to adapt quickly because he said in the Premier League balls will be coming in left, right, center, everywhere will be coming in.
All
You
right.
have to use your head more than your leg actually
Yep.
as a center defender.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so the thing is, I mean,
Elbow in the back.
it shows with Maguire's head, lah. I mean, maybe his head that's why it's so big, but
Bridge.
but but the thing is, if you look at it, even one of the best defenders back then, like Vidic, when he came to the Premier League, I mean, he had a culture shock. He said it was so physical, he have to bulk up. I think most of the players, especially defenders, when they come to the Premier League, they have to bulk up. Even Didier, when he came to the Premier League, he was asked to bulk up because he was too
Yep.
thin. Yeah, so
Yes,
the thing, there's a lot of expectation, like you say. Varane, I think this preseason he really needs to do something. And if he claims, I mean, he claims that he's a big MU fan. He always wanted to come to MU. I think that's one of the pushing factor back then also. I mean, now that's why he came. And if he really wants to do it, I think he really have to take it to the next level. Maybe start training. I think like what Cavani did last season when he joined. He was training like crazy even before he came to MU. So I think he needs to do something lah. If he really wants to start the season running. Yeah.
But they've come from the World Cup. I mean, sorry, they've come from Euros as well. So they're pretty warmed up in that sense. And just to continue that, I suppose. So in that sense, I think I'm not too worried. But there's still many players missing. The league is just 2 weeks away. And I mean, I think it's the league. I mean, sorry, the Charity Shield is next weekend, right? So we just got 2 more weeks to kick off. On Sunday.
Okay.
15th, 14th or
August
15th,
15th.
August 15th.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay.
2 weeks. So yeah.
All right. So all right. The preseason that day they played 1-2 all draw with Watford.
No, Brentford.
Brentford. Okay.
I watched that game. Yeah.
Okay. The main fellas, not many of them were playing, right? I saw Lingard in it. But I didn't see all of them.
Most of the first team wasn't in the starting lineup. I think only Bissaka and
squad players. Bissaka started.
Bissaka started. I think he's the only one that actually started.
Okay.
But the rest
and Matic.
Yeah. So Tom Heaton came on a free. Do we need to talk about him? Are we going to lose the hair?
No, we're not. I don't know. We're going to lose him, but Tom Heaton is decent. I watched him in the friendlies. I think he's pretty decent. I wouldn't be worried. Right? I mean, I'm glad. I'm glad that he's addition to the squad as well. So yeah.
Is the other boy leaving? The other goalkeeper, what's his name? His name eludes me. Is he leaving? Dan
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, he's having a good run. I think today, this morning, I read an article. He said the reason why his form dipped towards the end of the season was he was actually carrying an injury, hip injury. That's why he pulled out from the England squad. If not, he would, I think, be in the Euros as well. He have to go.
We'd be foolish to sell him. He's the next best thing that's happening there. And we should keep him.
So nothing is going on in the goalkeeper side. All right, then I'll keep that on this one. Now, let's talk about the guys who might be going out. I'm going to go straight with Pogba. Jinson, you want him to stay or not? Just answer yes or no. You want him to stay or not?
No.
Okay, Bas?
No.
Damn.
You don't need this kind of toxicity. This toxic environment. I can't say that word. This toxic environment because although he's a fun guy, but I mean, so much. What you call? There's so much
baggage.
Unknown. Yeah, baggage is like yes or no, and he's causing a lot of. I don't know. It feels not right, lah.
He's playing the fans. He's He's using every other aspect. He's agent. He's doing everything, and then he says, he doesn't come out and boldly make a statement and say, "Look, guys, not to worry. I'm here to stay," etc. and whatever.
Oh, that's true.
And what? Yeah, but why are we? Yeah, why are we clamoring over him? He's not like the next. He's. I mean. Yeah, he has his magical moments. He's a fairly above average player, but come on, he's not the greatest. I don't know why everyone's so hung up about it, and the fact maybe before when he left to Juve, he was potentially in a different style of play. The goals he used to bang in and got everyone excited, but ever since he has come back. Come on, I mean, another one that is not been in 100% consistent in games as well. You know, sometimes he's merely a passenger and he doesn't do much. And you know, and he has his days as well. So I for all that money, the fuss and everything else that comes with it, I'll say no, rather not. If you can go, you know.
Yeah.
I think everyone will be happier. You know, we
Listen,
don't. The club
sorry.
doesn't need to be there.
Oh,
Go ahead,
sorry,
Jack.
man. Sorry, there's a bit delay there. My bad, yo. Sometimes, yeah, okay. Anyway, Vincent, do you want to add? If you agree with him, I'm not going to ask you about that. Then I want to ask you about his replacement.
Mhm.
Do you think Donny Van Beek can replace Pogba or not?
I mean,
Ah,
Van de Beek is a different player altogether compared to Pogba. Van de Beek is a very, I would say a close range tactical player. He's a movement player. Pogba is I would say a Hollywood player. If you notice, all his movements are very loud. He doesn't play the simple game. He likes to play big. And if you notice, even in the Euros that especially I think that the game that they lost, the he scored a wonderful goal, and at the same time, he let in that goal. I mean, he passed, made a bad pass, and the pass cost a goal. So that's that's Pogba, you know. I mean, at one point he can be really good, you know. You go like, wow, how did he even do that? That skill is superb. But after that, he will screw it up altogether. So I don't know. I mean, this kind of player, I mean, is fun to watch. It's entertaining to watch, especially when he's on his game. But when he's off his game, it's very frustrating. It's very similar to Martial. Everything is there, but I don't know lah.
I know. I feel like Van de Beek doesn't have enough playing experience in the Premier League. He doesn't have enough. He's only played the Dutch league. Came here, hardly played. So if if Manchester United are expecting to win the title this coming season, I don't know, man, whether
No, I don't think
Van
so.
Beek and
I don't
Bruno.
think
Because
so.
why I like Pogba is he's a great passer and he reads the game very well. So like both of you said, when he's on, it's there. A lot of assists from goals came from him. He opened up long pass.
His crossfield passes
Oof.
as all.
It's long range,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry, his crossfield
Laser.
passes, his long range is wow.
Yeah.
That's why I said, but somehow overall,
But given the chance,
it's frustrating. It's
I
frustrating.
mean, I know if you give him a chance, he's got to start somewhere. Like he said, I think Junsen said, I think he's a box-to-box player. He short passes. He's got all those flick on, those tricks as well, and all of that. That might work well actually with Bruno Fernandes in midfield for a lot of 1-2s and short passes. It might work because Pogba likes to play more of a long ball. Direct passes, long distance passes, you know, some outstanding shots as well. So you know, it could, but you have to give him time. You got to give him time, because he needs to build that confidence with the number of games that he gets under his belt as well. So yeah.
So you all, as the Manchester United fans, are you all willing to wait? Give Donny Van de Beek, wait another year. Bruno is going to be burnt out like hell. He played the whole season and then he played Euro and then not enough break. Now he's going to be leading the team in this next season with young fellow Donny Van de Beek, which still needs to find his way. Are you all willing to wait?
Lingard is there. We've got the other players who are trying now. I mean, you know, and I think it's a formation. So which comes back to how Solskjaer like to play the squad tactically as well with the players available to him. Does it mean that Pogba leaves, we have to actually replace him? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe you want an influential player from that point of view. Yes, maybe. But I think we have a big squad now, a decent side, and it depends on how Solskjaer likes to strategize his side. Yeah.
Would you guys like to see players like Ahmad, the young boy, Ahmad Diallo?
Diallo, correct.
That young, and there was another fella. Yeah, the two young fellas played more.
Palestri.
Yeah, he hasn't played much.
Palestri has gone out on loan.
Yeah.
I went out on loan. Okay.
Palestri.
What do you guys think, Ahmad? Really quickly, because I want to see something else. Ahmad, should he play more?
I think over the last few years, MU have an issue finding a right winger, and now we got too many.
As
a striker? Oh, Ahmad is a winger. Oh, I thought
he's a winger and a number 10. Yeah, he's a right winger or left winger.
He's good. He's good. I'll say he's good. Only thing I think disadvantage maybe his height, but he's good. I like him.
Okay. All right. Now, Alex Telles I preferred him all the time over Shaw. I've always said I think Alex is a better passer and all that, and that's why I'm playing European games were good. But then I think Shaw found some form, played well against Liverpool, right, and then man of the match or whatever, and then made the England team went all the way to the finals. Would you guys be okay to see Telles leave? Which means you don't have a left back, I think now. Except the young boy, the blonde hair.
Williams. Brendan
William.
Williams.
Junsen, how?
Brendan Williams.
Alex?
I think Alex have not proven that he is capable of playing in the Premier League at the moment, because you see every time he plays, I mean most of the team is attacking on MU's left hand side. He is sort of like the weaker link, but again, he joined a very physical league. And if you look at it, even Patrice Evra took about a season to adapt to the English game. I remember the first game when Evra played the last time against MC. My God, I was like, oh, yo, here we go again, another flop. But after that, you look at what he achieved after that. So again, Telles, hard to say. I mean, if he leaves, I don't know. It's like a relationship that have not blossomed yet, lah. So so he leaves. I don't see any issues as well, because at the moment Shaw is playing a very good football at the moment, lah. So is this the only issue is now who's going to be the backup? And I think at the moment Telles barely made it, lah.
So I'm hearing that Brendan Williams may be also shipped out for on a loan move. That then will leave Telles as an appropriate backup. Telles looks sharp. I mean, physically he looks sharp and all that. So it makes him look as though he's a star player. And the difference is that you look at Shaw looks clumsy.
Yes.
Shaw's physicality looks clumsy. He looks like he's not fit. Blah blah. But he gets the job done. People don't realize it. He gets the job done, and he has been recently consistent. So it's very hard to displace him. But Telles is a good alternative. Not there yet at that level. Hopefully, he gets more games and on a balanced league fixture or cup fixtures and so on. But I'd rather him stay. He's got experience on his side. Yeah.
Me too, because I remember when Alex Ferguson was also there, he had different type of midfielders. He had Scholes, he had Keane, but Nicky Butt sometimes might be more defensive, and then he'll switch it up there in that back there. Right now, when I look at Shaw, I look at Telles. I think I prefer Telles more because he's more attacking. He gives the ball into the thing. You can see that.
Yeah.
Telles'
crossing and set play is very good.
Yeah.
Comparison
good
to
corners.
Shaw, that is his strength. His strength is in set pieces. If you look at it, his crosses, my God, tasty.
On the run.
Nice.
Very
nice.
He gets it into the target.
And there was a time when Cavani was, I felt, liking to play with him a bit more because more balls were coming to the box. Then only once the defensive team started playing well, they went
pinging the balls in.
Always ball. It's okay. Before that, it's like, hey, where the ball?
Aerial balls,
what you doing? Running to the corner of the flag and then bringing the ball in. There are already 10 defenders in the box. So I just a small thing I kind of noticed.
That's the difference that Telles brings to the team. So that's why I think all you have to do is just have to have a consistent run in the team and bulk up physically. Other than that, again, I have not seen enough of him to really say that I want him to stay or not. So it's
okay.
He doesn't give me that feeling yet.
Okay.
He doesn't give me that assurance that he is a consistent performer on the left hand side at the moment, because at times you just you see him get bullied by the English leagues, so in the European games, not bad. The continental
seems to
games
be more open, right? Yeah, I agree.
The
he seems more comfortable.
Physical games, you can see that he's not that comfortable. He's getting bullied lah. But again, it's all about conditioning himself to the English league. So I think after that, who knows? He can even display strong.
Vas, who would you like to see come in? The transfer window, if I'm not mistaken, closes on the 31st of August, right? End of this month, right? Let me do a quick check.
It's
okay.
August.
So it closes on Tuesday, 31st August, which means it'll be our time, September 1, probably somewhere in the morning. Now, from now in this 1 month, who would you like to see come in?
in all honesty, I am surprised with Sancho and Varane joining already. I didn't really expect that, and so I'm already happy with that addition to the squad. And not being cruel to Marshall. If I wish I could is to improve that side of things, maybe swap him with you know uh, another striker who'd probably give its all, not necessarily a star player. Forget about Kane. I think it's silly money to even talk about him.
Sorry,
But
how much are they
the
asking for
other,
him, bro? How much are asking for him, real quick?
I think 150 million. But let me just quickly say something. If I would want one player, it would be Declan Rice in defensive midfield. I really love the way he played for England, and I think as a long term, he is someone that's good there. That Matic's role in that sense, and McTominay to give competition to McTominay. Declan Rice would be someone that I would love to have in the side, additional to the side. Yeah.
Vincent?
Mm,
Declan Rice.
I think we need someone from the right back. I mean, we need to get someone to give a little difference and dimension from
That's
Wan
true, so.
Bissaka. Yeah,
Oh.
so I think at the moment they're targeting Kieran Trippier, but to be honest, I feel
Yeah, I
that
saw
Diogo
that.
Dalot was
I saw.
quite a good player. I don't know why.
I thought he was a good player. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I mean, Solskjaer
But
is
did
not
you
giving him a
watch?
chance.
Did you watch the game against Brentford? I mean, he played. They were saying he had 30 over games for AC Milan on loan, but a simple move cost
Yeah,
us the goal. He
his
switched
positioning
off.
was so bad. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, huh?
They
Bad.
actually
Ah.
cut, but he was playing on the left that time, right? I think the
He was
game he
playing
was
on the
playing on the
left.
left. They
He was playing on
when
the
they
left.
cut in, he was nowhere near the player when they were cutting in. Yeah,
Exactly.
so again,
No chance for him to improve.
no lah, I
I'd
mean,
love. I'd love
yeah, I
for
love
him.
to
I
see
would
him
love.
improve
I
because
would love.
he looks like a decent guy that
He,
wants to play for
yeah.
the team, but
Yes.
Not on
He's
the
got all of that.
caliber.
Yeah.
So not on caliber
mindset
of
lah.
Saka. Wow. So
I think
if
he
one,
needs Mourinho to stand by his side and be his brains.
so that
Yeah.
means
That's the
y'all
guy
are
who brought him in.
so y'all are pretty solid with the attack, right? So it's more on the defensive side that they need to show up because City's defense is pretty solid. Chelsea is always buying players. Liverpool are good. They're injury and they need to sort out their internal
I always
drama.
believe that a title-winning team always start off with a solid defense. If you look at all the strong teams, even though you say look at Ferguson's dynasty, like, I mean, all his team have solid defense. The every time
Yep.
when his defense is weak, then you see he will not win the league. So if you look at it in 1999, he have a damn solid defense. You have Stam and Ronnie Onsen at the back, then with Henningberg and David May as the backup. Then if you look at it, the 2008 Champions League winning squad, that defense I think is superb. With Ferdinand and Vidic and Neville, and then that season I think wasn't Neville. Neville was injured. I think it was West Brown on the right, and then you have Evra on the left. So it's again a very stable and solid defense, and with Van der Sar at the back. So the thing is
Above
that
average players.
yeah, so all those players they complement each other well. So for me, I think defense is the key at the moment. I mean, the attack I got no issues really. It's just defense. So I think
It will work, yes. If you once the defense is solid, the attack has got no you don't have to worry about it. I think we can score.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey,
even
Varane,
like
Not a problem.
McTominay, even like McTominay was saying, he said what he believed that once the defense shot up, I think it was a few months back. He said once the defense shot up, the whole team they will not have worry when they attack. They know that behind is solid. I got someone there is taking care of the whole thing. I don't have to worry to come back and help defend if anything screwed up. So that's the key.
Okay, so right now, if you look at the team, hard to say everybody complements each other because new players are coming in key positions. You got a first team player going to come center back, pair him up with Maguire, I guess. Lindelof's going to chill. So is he going to be able to play on a dime? Hey, I need you. Boom, you got to come in and perform. Like you say, Adam Wan-Bissaka needs a replacement. Okay, yeah, true. The guy is incredible, a good defender. All right, good. Let's move on from the players. Now, you wanted to mention something about Solskjaer, right? Talk to me.
Solskjaer just signed a new contract, and I think this is the season that he has to show a major improvement, considering how the club has backed him up with all the buys that they've had over his time with them. And a bare minimum is for him to finish above third. That's for sure. He's got to win a cup. He's got to win something. We're enough getting into finals and semi-finals and not progressing any further. So I mean, I think that they have given him. He's got enough time with the side, and he's got to get it right. He's got to get it right this season. Yeah, if he continues to, or we perform the way we have just last year as a benchmark, I wouldn't consider that in any way a success for Solskjaer. So he's got to step up. He's got to step up. And then there were other managers who were saying, other pundits who were saying that, why isn't anybody going for Solskjaer? There so many clubs, so many Premier League clubs had manager problems, including Spurs, right? Right up to recently and so on. Why were they looking? Because they're saying Solskjaer isn't good enough. So he's got to really prove that he's the right guy for United now and for the longer term.
But Junsen, can he outwit Pep or not? Can he outwit who's the Chelsea fella took Tuchel?
He has done.
Yeah, I mean, I think against Pep,
He has
we have done quite a number of times. I think he won the battle of tactics with Pep more than any other manager. I think in the top 6 manager at the moment.
Yeah, against City, yes, yeah.
So that itself, I think, shows a little bit. But I think it's all about just the branding, because he comes from a smaller team and they have not won anything yet. I think when he started winning, I think everyone will just shut up really lah. I feel.
So would you be happy? Would you be happy if Manchester wins just the League Cup next season? This season, sorry, coming on. So it's got to be a FA.
Of course not.
Or FA
Minimum FA Cup.
Minimum.
Overall, I won't say no. I would say no. But again, you need to start somewhere. Again, like you see how Ferguson started his title winning team. He started with the cup, and then slowly he went to the title. But again, the modern game, that is one thing that the demand from the fans is huge. And when you spend so much money, I mean, of course, people are expecting something lah. So you have to win something. So I think it's just a League Cup. No. So
if he doesn't win anything, he should quit, or they should sack him?
I don't know lah. The thing is, the hierarchy was saying that no, this is different. They're building something, but I don't know. I don't know. The Glazers, I don't trust them.
What it would be? It's for his 4th year. Would it be his 4th year? Obviously, you want to benchmark that against where Ferguson, or how much time was given against Ferguson. That's what they will always say. Yeah, but let's see. I mean, we've got the fans back in the stadiums now and everything else. It's a different atmosphere. My main thing is, please make it Fortress Old Trafford again.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. Everyone used to fear coming to Old Trafford. The minimum, you've got to bring that fear back. The 12 men, and turn that around. That is the classic situation in the league, where every Premier League team would just fear coming to Old Trafford.
Especially if you watch that, remember the last game when Cavani scored that goal. My God, when the fans cheered, goosebumps, man.
But the halfway line.
Yeah, the one that he shot from damn far and that goal, goosebumps. Yeah. Especially when you hear the fans cheer, in the stadium, it's something that we go like, oh man, I miss this, man.
Correct.
Don't have that fake audio that they play on the TV.
Yep. And now you're gonna get full squad back. So I mean, full fans back. Yeah. So it's cool.
All right, just hold that thought. Right. So now let's talk about who will be Manchester United's biggest contenders. We got one more month. We will do a few more shows when we get the new signings in for the other clubs. I will. If you guys jump on the Discord, I'll put the information there. But for now, based on what the other clubs are doing, who do you think is the strongest, biggest contender?
I think it'll still be the same foes.
Usual suspects.
Don't say. Okay, I tell you what. Let me leave it. Give me 2 guys who you think will win the league over Manchester United.
City and Liverpool.
City and Liverpool, Bas?
City and Chelsea. I think Tuchel has got a decent side as well.
Elaborate a little bit on why Chelsea?
Chelsea, because since he has come on, he has turned them around. He has made them serious contenders as well. Their defensively they're very solid. I think Tuchel is a great manager, to be honest, and he's proving himself at Chelsea. I think they will give the top clubs a run for their money as well. So Liverpool, I think needs to be, there needs to be refreshing happening in the squad. Getting new players and such. Yeah, I won't rule them out, but I would still say the top two would be Chelsea and City.
So why Liverpool, bro? Why City? Yeah, okay, I'm cool defending. Why Liverpool?
I think Liverpool last season the thing crumbled is when their whole defensive lineup all got injured, and that itself, for any big team as well, if you lose your two main defenders and even your third choice defender, I think that will cause a lot of issues for any team. So the thing is, now that they have all their players back, if they manage to keep the front three happy, with Mane, Salah, and Firmino happy, because I think now there's some issues with Mane and Klopp. Yeah, I think that there's the one that he didn't want to shake his hand. He's like, "Don't touch me" or whatever. So if that can be sorted out, then I think they will still be the contender, because that squad that won the league 2 seasons ago, that look, it makes me sad to say that, but they look like a decent squad 2 seasons ago. Everyone was so scared to play against them. You see, the way they pass the game, the movement of the front three, and with Van Dijk at the back, they look pretty solid. Sad to say.
How about Leicester?
Yeah.
They think this time cannot do well because the other clubs have sorted out their shit.
I think Leicester's title-winning season was really a freak of nature. They were really lucky because all the top 6 teams were having issues, either transition issues or some form issues or player issues or manager issues, and they capitalized on it, and they won. That was like a real fairy tale. No one see that coming. And when they did it, everyone was happy. I think for the neutrals, that was one of the happiest moments in football, and that is what football is all about, I feel.
Last year they were in second place for a long time, but then later on they kind of dropped.
They started well. But that's an aging squad already now, and some of the star players might leave. Okay, of course, Vardy's goals have dried up as well last season. So just it's an age side. They need to get new blood in. Do they have the money? Do they have the finances? Can they do it? I think they won't finish as high as they did this year. I think more of a mid-table side. They're hungrier sides, maybe a bit more talented sides. First timers in the league as well. Did you watch how Brentford played? Pretty exciting. I thought it was very fluid attacking football, and I would see them playing well as well in the league. So no, Leicester, no, not going to be in the top 4, top 5 for me. No.
Will Spurs ever sort their shit out? Every time close, then some boom, change manager, boom, bang.
I think that season when they won not won, they went to the finals of the Champions League. That was by far their best season, I think, in how many years? Last 2 decades. And so what happened after that? Pochettino, decided to leave and all those things. Spurs, I don't think so. They are always having these issues. It's like a perpetual issue. Consistently, every season, something will happen,
The whole Bale thing coming back also didn't work out. I was hoping he would come to Manchester. I'd be like, okay, he's going to sell a lot of just. But man, didn't really. Later on, scored a few goals. Okay, so I guess Spurs are screwed. So what about Arsenal? Good old Arsenal. I don't know what's going on in their club, man. They become like now top 10, no more top 3. Top 4, no one's mentioning them. It's like Spurs and Leicester are the new boys. Manchester, Chelsea, and Manchester City, Liverpool are still there, I suppose.
I've totally forgotten about them already.
Did I miss out? Now, did I miss out anything here or Manchester? What else am I missing out here? Any other news I'm out? Like
I think MU actually, Solskjaer actually managed to, not managed, sorry, he sorted out one issue that they had last season, which is the set play. I think they got a new coach, a pretty young guy. Wait, let me see what's his name. Eric Ramsey. I think he's like
Okay.
very young. I think he's in his 20s, late 20s. But he's known to be one of the bright new talent in terms of coaching. And he's
New
pretty good.
methods, is it?
Yeah, new methods, and also he's a set play coach. So I think Soja was trying to address the issue that they had last season, which is on set plays, in terms of attacking and defending also. So I think he tried to get the right person to sit in, someone that is new, someone that is exciting, and they got him in. I think from Chelsea, if not mistaken.
Okay, and he's training the first team, huh? Okay,
Eric
okay.
Ramsey.
Coaching the first team. Okay.
Yeah. So the other thing you missed is obviously Rashford going for the op and who'll be out injured basically for what, 3 months, I believe.
Until October, I think.
Yes. Oh, so yeah. So close to 3
Around
months.
3 months
Yeah,
lah.
from beginning.
What operation?
Around 3 months.
Shoulder.
He's out. Shoulder.
Shoulder operation.
So he was.
Saying he's been having it for about one whole season already.
Must have been budged in the game. Okay. So out for 3 months. So good for the maybe Beak, Donny. Maybe good for Jadon. I guess 100% the boy will be starting lah. Huh? Okay,
I think maybe it's good also for Martial. So now the thing
Actually,
is
Martial, because maybe on the left, if depending on the formation as well. So to run at the defense from the left. So yeah, could be a good shot for Martial. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you Manchester can win the title this next season?
Depending on who they get in midfield, if they manage to get like Declan Rice or at least someone.
No, like now. With the team they have now, whoever they bought now.
I give it an 8. They're better off than where they were last season. So I would give it an 8.
How much would you give City? How many points you give City to win? Defend.
Nobody's got a 10, but City is definitely 9.
9, so yours was City and Chelsea. So Chelsea and City will be 9 lah. Manchester Junson?
No, I would say Chelsea 8 as well, equal to United.
Good win, okay.
Yeah.
I feel all three will be equal: MU, Liverpool, and City, because City have lost Aguero and they need to find someone that can score goals. And if they don't, then they have to play. I think Pep will have to play like what he did with Barca, without a out-and-out striker, which at the moment I don't see anyone in City doing that except maybe De Bruyne. I don't know what they're gonna do. So it's difficult.
But how many games did Aguero play? Aguero didn't play many games though. Sterling had to carry the responsibility quite a lot, and the others as well. I mean, Mahrez and Gundogan and so many other midfielders and so on. So maybe it's good. Foden will step up for sure.
I think he did quite well during the Euros. Yeah.
Foden did as well, and for the side as well. So I'd still rate City out there, because they just got so much of depth in the side. I mean, of crazy talented players.
Agreed. So I say, but it depends how they adapt. But so I think if Sterling can continue his form from the Euros, then there will be a force to be reckoned with. Because I think Sterling found back his shooting boots, and who knows? Again, it's an open game. I mean, last season itself, you can see how teams can change. Look at Everton; they were so good at the start of the season, and they just crumbled through at the end. And West Ham was so bad in starting of the season, and they become so good at the end of the season. So that's the beauty of it, lah. That's the beauty of football. But again,
go again. Sorry, go ahead.
So I think all three will be there and whereabouts. And again, permitting to injuries. If not, if they can start the season running, I think all three will be giving each other a good run for their money, lah.
So last question: Lingard should stay or go? I know he found his form, scored 20 over. Stay, huh? You
Stay.
Lingard stay. You think he can get first team action with all the?
He won't get first team action, but he looks like he have found back his confidence and his groove. I think the last 2 seasons he was saying that he has some personal issues and all this thing. I think that kind of in a way affected his performance as well. And then when going to West Ham without all that spotlight on him in MU, I think that was actually a good refresher for him. And you look at him when he came back that day, the way he plays, he was lively. I mean, that's the old Lingard that I remember.
The shots he was taking.
Yeah. The shots he was taking, the runs that he was making, that is the Lingard that we know that can open up the play for a lot of teams. So he will be, like Was was saying just now, he will be a very good squad player. He will not be a starter for sure, but he will be a very good squad player. And I think any big teams, they need players like that to step up. Again, like he can be the Jisung Park of this squad lah, I would say.
Yeah.
The one that don't mind to do the running, do the dirty work, and all that. And Lingard
And
does
link
it.
up play, yeah.
He does it. He does that kind of play. He don't mind doing anything for the team and running anything for the team. So we need players like that.
That's the case. Be interesting to see how Solskjaer uses him in the team then. Okay,
Mm.
you know what, guy? I think we managed to cover everything. Yeah, I
Great.
don't think we missed anything since the transfer thing is on 31st. If anybody else comes in, we're going to do another show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate the time you all spent here today with me. Remember to like and subscribe, and remember, put in the comment section what you want us to hear. Tell us if what we're talking is bullshit, or let us know what we're talking is the truth. Anything is fine. Just be nice. Peace
And
out.
if you have
baby.
any football fan that wants to talk about your club, do give us a
Let
shout
us
out.
know. All right, peace out,
Lovely,
guys.
lovely.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Cheers, man.
Ciao.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.